So we have a, a lineage of people who, if they live, I say right, eat the right foods, drink water, don't have diabetes, smoke cigarettes, blah, 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 will live a long time. And as I get older, I see the wealth that comes not from land or houses or jewelry or clothing, but the wealth of information and knowledge that's passed down one to another. That if we don't live long, we can't share with our children and grandchildren, so they don't have to make the mistakes and the missteps that causes them to sometimes get lost and be lost and feel lost. So I just wanted to take the moment, the time to honor our ancestors, my Aunt Rose in particular. And as I said earlier, a lot of times people say rest in peace, others say rest in power. But my Aunt Rose was just that. She was a pretty woman. She liked to smell pretty and wear pretty clothes. She could bake, she could cook. She was devoted to the church. And I say for her, rest in pretty, because she was all about loving things that were beautiful and trying to bring a love and beauty into the surroundings that she was in. So I just wanted to share that with you all. That's, to me, very important. As you can't buy it or sell it, but it's very important. And I just wanted to share
that. Thank you for that. This is something this is one of the reasons we try to get family members to supply genealogy information. This is another reason we have this recognition on these cousins calls. It's important that we share this information while we can. Last year, we had a lady on here who was, I think she was 98 at the time. We had never seen her. Luckily, the Trailhead recorded her, and that video is available on our website today. And she was on here, and I tell you, I felt tears came in my eyes. I was so happy to see her. And unfortunately, she passed away a few months later. But those who recall, she was still speaking clearly. She was talking about Miso Woodson. And it was just amazing. It was, that information is gone now. That knowledge is gone. Your Aunt Rose, that knowledge, my aunt last year, Laura, that information is gone. Mary Meredith, who died last year, that information is gone. Yes. At least a lot of it, we have captured that, and we have it in our records online in Ancestry.com, which 4 or 5 people on our committee have access to it, so that we at least have that information. But it's so important. And
let me share this with you.
Yes, ma'am.
So as we were leaving I'm going to say my family church, every church in New Kent, I feel like it's any black churches. I was like, no, that's not, but no, they're there. Okay, so I'm not going to say the family church, but my mother's people's church, New Elam Baptist Church. We went to the restaurant. They just opened in New Kent called Martha's. Has anybody been to that yet? Have y'all been to Martha's yet? Y'all gotta go. There's a brother in the kitchen, Lord. And he threw that thing down. Them greens, I had to stop. Who's in the kitchen?
You said Martha's Center?
Martha's. It's a restaurant. It's right next to the courthouse in New Kent.
Okay, I'm writing this down because I'm gonna try it. We'll check it out.
It's delicious. We had I had fried chicken with honey, grits. 3 sides. You get 3 sides.
Wow.
Collard greens, make you slap your mama, and a bread basket. Get a bread basket, $5. This big geese rolls, cornbread, the whole night. Anyway, long story short, I wanted to know who was in the kitchen, so I went back in the kitchen. I looked at the man. I said, "I'm related to you. I can look at you and tell we're related."
Wow.
You're kidding. Wow.
I said, "What's your name?" Dontel Tyler. There you go. My grandmother was a Tyler.
Wow.
I said, well, where you come from? He said, Charles City. I said, we related. He said, and I married a Brown. I said, I'm related to her. Browns from Charles City, we related to.
That's right. That's right.
So to point of fact, he said, and I said, so I'm related to her. And the Browns from Charles City, some of them came over to New Kent.
Mhm.
I said, and the church we just left is New Elam. He said, oh, my family is at Little Elam. I said, any other questions? Because Little Elam broke off. I mean, the people that knew Elam broke off from Little Elam in Charles City, and that's what they named their church. Sometimes the connections are that way, something that you hear that you know. I just happen to know because I've researched it, but you just got to listen for the small things, a family name, obviously a last name, but sometimes it's the first name.
Right.
Cousin Alice. Well, we have a bunch of cousin Alice's, but that name also happened to be a family name so that people could identify their loved ones, because you couldn't have a last name, so they used the first name. But he's my cousin. His wife is my cousin, and we've never met. So to your point, Therese, I'm not surprised that you and Darima didn't know, because we're so spread out, and there's no way of, well, now we have a way through this committee and our group to connect people, but wherever we go, we need to kind of let people know who we are, because you never know who might be your cousin or half brother, or you never know.
Yep.
Or
Got that right.
the daddy.
You got that right.
Half sister, uncle, auntie, you never know.
Yeah.
We were spreading the dirt and the tea in the churchyard. We were walking all through the churchyard. But anyway.
And seeing familiar names.
You have cousins, Doris, up in New York, the Meekins. With Laura, what's her name? Laura Bell?
Floyd Bell.
You know what I'm talking about?
Floyd
Yeah,
Bell. My aunt.
Your aunt. That's your aunt.
That's my grandfather.
So
my grandfather's sister.
And your grandfather was Charles?
Charles.
Okay. So your cousins came down several years ago. It might be 10 years ago. I forgot, a tall one, a shorter guy.
Curtis and Teddy and Nat.
Yes.
And Nat. Those are Floyd Bell's children.
So she must have told them, has she passed on? She told them before she passed for them to come down so they could find out their heritage. So we went into this place called, it's still open, I think, the Home Place in New Kent. We sat down, the tallest one, tall, light-skinned one. I don't know what his name is. I forgot. So we sat down to eat, and this white man came up to us as we were sitting at the table. The man said, where y'all from? And cousin, whatever his name, what is his name? The one that's the tall one, light-skinned?
The tallest one is Teddy.
Teddy. So it must
and
be
then
Teddy.
his middle brother is Curtis, and then the baby brother is Nat.
Okay, it was the tallest light-skinned one. So that's Teddy. So Teddy turned around to him and he was getting ready to get warm under the collar. No.
That's him.
Right. Yeah. Said, no. I said, you in New Kent. I said, it's a different thing going on here. He's not questioning your presence here. Just take it down a notch. So we all, because we went for Miso's funeral. That's what it was.
Okay.
So he said, I said, well, we're down here. I said, we Woodsons, and we're down here for a funeral. Well, whose funeral y'all down here for? You can see the temperature rising. I said, no, don't get upset. I said, Uncle Miso. Oh, Miso. So he explained to us that there were in the 1960s, there were only 6,000 people in New Kent total.
Mhm.
And he went on to explain how everybody in New Kent was related. Black, white, Indian, we're all kin, especially since we've been there since the 1600s. There's been some crossbreeding. So then, I hope I ain't speaking out of turn, but if I am, oh well. I'm almost 70, damn, I'm gonna say what I want. So the man told him, he told the man, he said, my name is whatever he said. Man said, no, you're not. He said, I got land that's down there. He said, no, you don't. You ain't got land down there. He was getting ready to fight. I said, before you do, let's go see my Aunt Rose. So I had to take him for him to go sit and talk to Rose. And whatever Rose told him, he ain't been back since. I'm just telling you.
What a story.
He walked that graveyard because then I think he found out who his real people were. I don't know where the land is. I don't know who the people are. I ain't get all of that. But you know I'm telling you the truth about Teddy, right? He was getting warm.
I've only
But you
met
gotta
him,
know who your people are.
I've only met him once.
Really?
And yeah, because
That's your
he
first
lives,
cousin.
yeah, I guess so.
He's your first cousin?
Yeah, but he lives in Virginia and they had lived up in the Bronx. So we always used to see them, whereas we didn't really see him too much.
Okay.
So I think I might have met him at my grandfather's funeral, I think, for the first time. So yeah.
So that's my story. I got stories now.
Well, and that's the great part of sharing it while we can, while we are alive.
I thought that was so funny. I said, that white man read you for filth, didn't he? All right, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. This you're fine. Before we get into our recognition night, I want to remind those on the call that our DC chapter, once again, is having our Thanksgiving Day fundraiser. And since we can't do fundraisers in person, we're doing a football pool again this year. It looks like anyway, the squares, 100 squares, and the squares are 2 and 5, 2 or 5. So if you're interested, just let me know and I'll send it to you.
Yes,
So
send it to everyone.
Yeah, send it to everybody.
Okay, send it to everybody. Everybody wants it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Post it on Facebook, put it on Instagram.
Well, no, I'll send it to the committee. I don't want everybody to see it.
Well, I'm just saying that it's available. You don't have to post the thing.
Hey, gambling is legal now.
You got to understand, post that it's available. I wouldn't call it
it's okay. I got you.
I wouldn't call it a pool.
I'll say it's a fundraiser.
Fundraiser.
But the pool itself, I'm gonna send it to the committee here after the call today. Okay, now highlight of the show, the evening session is we've already hit on some of the reasons why months ago I decided that in doing genealogy research, I came across some really interesting information about a lot of our family members. For example, Theodore Herman Meekins up in New York, the late Theodore, Miso Woodson, for example, people like that, Bernice Meekins Fortune, Lieutenant Colonel Journey Meekins, who's in the Air Force today, Richard Thomas Fortune, who continues to battle cancer every day. People like that have led very interesting lives. They have contributed to society, contributed to this family reunion committee. I feel I felt then, and I feel it more so today. Generally, we don't learn about the great things people did until you go to a funeral and hear the wonderful things like Rhonda and I heard today about her aunt. Outsiders didn't know the great things that Deaconess Rose did in her life. I learned it today. And the reason we try to do this every month is recognize someone, is to try to let family members know now. And we talk about both deceased and living. I get more joy about talking about the living, especially if they are able to attend our sessions. So for that reason, this month I chose Rhonda because numerous reasons. Her mom, cousin Emma, was just a fantastic lady. I remember, I don't know, 30 years ago, 25 years ago, she caught the train down on Amtrak to Union Station, DC on a Saturday morning, and I met her. We were headed to Howard University Hospital to visit a Woodson family member that was sick. And I'll never forget it. We got there and she had just died. And it was just heartbroken, both of us. Alma, if I remember, Alma Woodson, that was her name, Alma Woodson Shivers. And she spent the night with my wife and us in Silver Spring. But I saw the dedication in cousin Emma that I've never forgotten. And maybe this is why I'm so inspired to try to carry on as long as I can. But the qualities I saw in cousin Emma, I see it in Rhonda. And for that reason, I decided that this month's person that we should get to know better and share the great things she's done in life with us. I have her bio here. It's 9 pages long. It's overwhelming. President Biden's bio doesn't look this good. There's no way. I looked at it and I said, now how the hell am I going to explain all these great things this lady has done in life? And I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm gonna just talk about, mention a few things, and then I'm gonna ask her to talk. Just looking back, Pennsylvania Association of Justice, 2008, October 2005, medical malpractice seminar speaker. May 2010, speaker of the Philadelphia Bar Association. December 2009, panelist for PBAs equals chancellors equals S Forum. Papers and presentations, Pennsylvania Bar Institute. In 2012, December 2009, speaker, aspect of personal prop injury depositions. And I'm scanning real fast, I'm talking real fast. American Association of Justice Overcoming Juror Bias, Rules of the Road, Los Angeles, 2011. 2010 AAJ Nursing Home Seminar, Miami, Florida. 2008 Moderator and Course Advisor, Litigating Nursing Homes Cases Seminar. This is in Austin, Texas, then where the university is. It's awards, Barristers Association of Philadelphia, Diverse Attorney of Pennsylvania, 2011, American Association for Justice, Distinguished Service Award, 2010, American Association for Justice, Distinguished, 2009. It's just, community boards and organizations, just on and on. Past professional organization affiliation, Board of Direction, Philadelphia Association of Defense Counsel. It's just amazing. It's just mind-boggling just how great her background, education, Washington College of Law, American University, Washington, D.C., C.W. Post College, Bachelor of Arts, 1976, cum laude. I saw that and I said to myself, when I graduated.
Oh, Lordy.
Yep, I said, thank you, Lordy.
Thank you, Lordy.
Lordy, Lordy.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. Law offices of Rhonda Hill, which she still owns. She said earlier she's going to. She told me this over a year ago. She was going to retire.
It ain't happening.
I understand. I understand.
But you know what? And to that point is that the pandemic was really eye-opening to me. I mean, I had to stay home. Everybody did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I was home for about a year, I was like, I would be stark raving mad if I just stayed home and watched television.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need something to do that's mentally stimulating, and I don't have to work as hard as I necessarily have been. I sometimes work 7 days a week, but I need to be doing something most days in order to stay mentally sharp. So
I agree. I have been unemployed for 18 years now. Some people call it retirement, but if I don't stay busy, I'd be dead.
that's right.
So I totally agree with you.
That's right.
But I don't know what else I can say about you, Rhonda. I mean, it would take 2 days to talk about all these great things you've done. I'm embarrassed to ask you to talk about yourself.
No, I'll just say this. I'll just say this, that my mother provided to me a work ethic. My mother was a hard worker. She not only worked in the home, she was a supervisor for training for the Pennsylvania Department of Welfare. She also was a block organizer, a committee organizer. She raised funds for our block and for our committee on, the block committee, so that young people would have scholarships, be able to go places, see different things so that they could elevate their exposure. So I'm following the example of my mom. My mother wanted to be a lawyer. She graduated in 1949 from Virginia Union. And I didn't know that she wanted to be a lawyer until I looked in her yearbook and it said that that was her aspiration.
Wow.
Yep. And so I'm humbled by the accolades. I am. But I just want to be a living I want to be a living example, but a living statement of appreciation for what my mom and my dad did and provided to me.
Yes.
And to the veterans, loved ones of veterans, happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day for the sacrifice of service that you gave. My father was a veteran, honorable discharge from the Navy in 1946 and 2 medals. I didn't know. So I'm humbled by this time that you've given me. I really am. And like I said, being with family for the last 2 days, it really is important that we do share the accomplishments that all of us have. If you raise kids, you need an award. Let me give you an award. You raise grandchildren, I got an award for you too. You've been married 50 years, I got an award for you.
Yeah.
Jimmy, are you gonna post her bio?
Huh?
I was
Oh,
asking Jimmy if he was gonna post your bio so that we can all see it.
oh, okay. That I would
Oh.
appreciate that, sure. And I do personal injury law in Pennsylvania, but I'm licensed in New Jersey and New York. So I practice actually in New York. In Brooklyn, I try cases in federal court in New York, as well as federal and state courts in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So yeah, let everybody know. And one of the things that I do is not too many Black women personal injury lawyers doing plaintiffs work in the country. And so one of the things I'm trying to do is to mentor young women of color, Black, brown, to be in this space. Because after me in Philadelphia, I don't think there's one.
Mm.
Oh, maybe one. There's maybe one other one. That's outrageous
Mhm.
for a city. This majority minority, they say.
It's funny that you say that because I work for Social Security and I work in the hearing office. And we have one Black female judge.
In
And
New York
she's
City.
I work out of Queens.
Oh,
And she's
okay.
actually the only Black judge that I know of in the New York City area.
Wow. I'm in Queens a lot. So I practice in Queens Superior Court too.
Mhm.
So I have to get your information and I'll put mine in the chat so that when
Okay.
next time I come up there, maybe we can have lunch or something,
Definitely.
but it's
We
outrageous.
definitely need
It's outrageous.
more
So
judges.
we need more Black women lawyers, but Black women lawyers because of the level, I would say the level of discrimination that we face,
Mhm.
Daughter-in-law is an attorney. They live in Westchester, but she practices in New York. So she's.
What type of law does she practice?
She was practicing intellectual property law.
She was with Xerox in Connecticut, but a few years ago, she got a new position downtown New York, Manhattan.
I'm not sure
what
the
is it?
company.
Yeah, I don't know the company.
And that's wonderful,
Yeah,
but we need more.
yeah.
And we need more in this space. We need more in intellectual property. We need more everywhere.
Mhm.
We need more everywhere. When Black women go into firms, or these big law firms downtown Wall Street, these people making $2, $3, $4, $5 million a year working in these firms. When you work in a corporation, you're not making $5 million a year, unless you're the head, the CEO. But in these sacred spaces for white male supremacy, okay, these men, because they're mostly men, there's not even many white women, to be very honest, are making money like that, representing corporations.
Mhm.
So I do personal injury, which is not corporate law, which is not, criminal, intellectual property, estates, appellate work. I'm not doing that, but there aren't many I don't know any Black women in Philadelphia doing appellate work. Appeals work is the work that you do before you go to the Supreme Court of the various states or United States. So as much as we've advanced, and we have, there's no doubt about it, from the 1800s, the 1700s, the 16, okay, I got a story for y'all. Do you all know your homework assignment is to find out about Elizabeth Meekins? Do you know who Elizabeth Meekins is?
No.
Anybody? Okay. In the 1600s, I think 1651, was a young Black woman who was an indentured servant in York County. It may be different now because they've changed the counties around the 1600s. and got to a point in time where they wanted to keep her and try to make her a slave. And I'll post where you can actually find this information. I'm not making it up. And so they enslaved her. She said, oh, no, we're not doing that. She went to court and argued for her freedom and won it. And her son, Thomas, was born and they moved to New Kent. We're related to them.
Wow.
1650s.
I think I've heard of that before. About the name's not familiar, but I do remember hearing something about a woman that did go to court when her freedom.
Her name is
I remember reading that somewhere. And I was
Elizabeth
like, wow.
Meekins,
Okay.
and she is our foremother.
Okay.
And I'll share the information where you can find it. It's actually a book, a research. So she is one of our forebears. My grandmother.
I read that because I read that somewhere.
My grandmother, Elizabeth Meekins. That's my grandmother's name, Bessie Meekins. She's named for her. So that's a Meekins story. And I know I ain't talking about me, but my point in all of this is to say, I am the manifestation of the dreams of my ancestors. I'm proud to be so. And all of the, accolades that anybody can give me, I rest in the breast and the heart of my ancestors. I practice law. I've been doing it for 42 years. My daughters, I'm proud of them. My youngest, you all know, Christian Wilson. She's now in the University of Baltimore Law School. This is her first year. Micah, she's, doing affordable housing. And so, but I'm, like I said, I'm Emma Fleming's child. I have, I've been practicing law. I have my own practice. I believe I'm well respected in the work that I do statewide. I serve on statewide. I'm actually a co-chair of a commission in Pennsylvania for gender, ethnic, and racial fairness. So we, as an organization, look at the systems of justice throughout the state, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and make recommendations and, changes to death penalty issues, other social justice issues like bail, criminal defense, fair juries. So it's work. I count it joy to try to make a difference for my people, for my family, for justice. Justice really doesn't have a color, honestly. And I tell people we're the canaries in the mine. Whatever they do to us, it's just practice for doing it to everybody else. So I don't, I can tell you about the awards and blah, 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 post that. But just know that this cousin is a warrior for justice. And that's what I do every day. And that's what I enjoy doing, trying to make a difference.
Wow.
Question, Rhonda, is there one case that you're most proud of?
I would say there's a local Black lawyers organization called the Barristers Association of Philadelphia. It's an affiliate of the National Bar Association, which was started in 1925 by somebody with the last name Woodson. Did y'all know that?
No, we do now.
He, along with 6 other African-American lawyers, started, and he's out of Virginia, actually. What is his first name? I forgot his first name, but he's the Woodson. Thomas? Anyway, he might be related to us. Imagine that, somebody who would have started the National Bar Association. He's a Woodson. So again, being the manifestation of the dreams of our ancestors. And so they gave me an award for a judge, the first Black federal judge in Pennsylvania. And so for me, out of all the national organizations and statewide and local organizations, that's the one I'm most proud of. And I'm also most proud of the National Bar Association. They gave me a presidential award twice in my lifetime. So I'm extremely proud to be recognized by my peers.
Wonderful.
Have you ever had any aspirations along the way to become a judge?
No, not ever. Not really. People ask me that all the time, and I do think I would be a good judge. But when you're a judge, you can't politic, you can't express an opinion, you can't advocate. And so you're really very powerful in terms of making decisions that might affect people's lives. But I tell people one of the reasons that Barack Obama stopped practicing law and became a politician is you want to affect more people than just the people that you're representing or the people that come before you. You want to be able to make systemic and more profound societal change. And so what I do, I like to think it has systemic impact. And you can't do that being a judge.
Good. I understand.
Congratulations on all of your accolades.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much.
I'm proud to have you in our family.
Oh, I'm proud to be a Woodson.
Ooh, to the Woodsons.
Dem Woodson, that's what I say, Dem Woodsons. I was hanging out with Dem Woodsons today. They are best.
I don't have to call Hastings and Hastings. I haven't called Rhonda Hill Wilson when I
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if I don't do it, I will let you know somebody who is Black that does do it, because I try to listen. I have all kinds of connections, and I'm always trying to find the best person. But I always try to find somebody first in my mind is somebody Black, because we got to do that more.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What about is what we've been hearing about the two white judges in these two big trials, the Ahmaud Arbery and the Rittenhouse? Both of them made apparently racist statements in the courtroom. Is that common? Is that what we encounter?
Yes, that's my experience.
They ask for impartiality. And,
so I let me just share with you how I feel about these trials and what's been going on for the last couple of years with the death of George Floyd and the deaths of Breonna Taylor, and we know all of these things have been going on since we've been here for the last, I tell kids, for the last 400. We know that it's been going on, but the advent of this right here, these phones,
it's changed
it's changed things. So that police officer that said, write up this whole 15-page report, lies, lies, lies. Judges are given to us. We're supposed to believe judges are smart, wise, fair, but what they talk about when Jesus tore he rent the curtain, he pulled it back. And so we're seeing now the curtain being pulled back, the Wizard of Oz being exposed, whatever you want to say. Because now they're on TV acting this way.
Imagine what it is.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yep.
They know they're on TV.
Yep.
Can you imagine what's been going on behind them closed doors?
Mhm, mhm.
They know they're on TV.
Yep.
They don't care because they've been doing what they've been doing for so long
Mhm.
that they do it with impunity. No, they're not smart. No, they're not always smart. Let's start with that.
Mhm, mhm.
When you come in there and you're a Black woman and you running circles around them intellectually, you know what's gonna happen, don't you? Lose your case. Because they got an attitude because you smarter than them.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Oh, or you just Black and they're racist.
Mhm.
And all of these immunities that they're given, judges, prosecutors, police officers, is set up that way.
Mhm.
They don't have to be accountable for their racism. This man is doing what he's doing because there's no accountability for what he's doing. Okay, it goes up on appeal, but where's the accountability?
Mhm.
So, Ron, I say they're not an anomaly.
Mm.
Right.
How frightening. How frightening.
But people are now beginning to see what the system really is.
Mm.
They haven't focused on judges, but these judges are telling on themselves and they're telling on the system. Yes, that's what they do every day.
Every day.
And how about the one in Tennessee, the family court judge? Did y'all hear about that one? A white woman family court judge that sends half of the kids that come before her to jail. I don't care what they did.
Sheesh.
And she says, I'm mother. And shut the doors to the courtroom. Nobody can see what's going on. They had made up their own rules, their own law, and the kids were Black and they were sending them to jail. Or how about in Pennsylvania, the Kids for Cash scandal a few years ago, where they were sending kids to jail, and those weren't even Black kids, they were white kids. And they had built a jail, had mob money behind it, and the judges were getting paid under the table for sending the kids to jail. It's a dirty, corrupt system.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So pay attention,
Yes.
don't assume.
Yep.
And I think, honestly, we need to have, cameras in the courtroom, just like they're in there now. They need to have them more broadly spread so that people can tune in and see what's actually going on in these courtrooms.
Mm-hmm.
We have to serve on juries. We got to get rid of this idea that it's an inconvenience or a hardship for us to serve. Our young men and women are going through this system not seeing anybody Black. How the hell are you gonna have, excuse my expression, but how the hell are you gonna have 11 white people and 1 Black person in South Carolina in a county that's 60% Black? How?
Wow.
So this is what I do every day.
Goodness sakes.
How do you find relaxation? What do you do for relaxation and stress relief?
Before the pandemic, I played tennis.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
I get my stress off. Bam! Bam!
So there's a judge. Bam! There's another judge. Bam!
They said, "Dad, you hit that ball hard." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." I had somebody in mind. But yeah, you have to do that. And I'm married. I recently got married. Been married 4 years now, and my husband is a doctor. And so he helps me in my medical malpractice cases when we put our heads together, and he helps me so much. He's retired, but he's from the Bronx. From the Bronx.
The Boogie Down Bronx?
Boogie Down Bronx. So he helps me a lot on my medical malpractice cases, and he's a godsend to me. So I want to big ups to Dr. Ricardo Vance. He's my husband, and he's my he's my rock now. It feels good to have that support, because for a long time, I was divorced and raising my daughters on my own, and with the help of God, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but just to have that person there to, help you and tell you it's going to be all right, make you get your mind right.
Yeah, that's good. That's wonderful.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful
Yeah.
to him.
Oh,
I
Ron,
didn't-
excuse
I
me.
didn't get a chance to speak to him today. I regret that. But he got up and y'all left because you were heading down to the cemetery.
Yeah,
So I
we were
didn't get a
going to the
chance to holler at
cemetery.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. And his son, thankfully, again, manifestation of the dreams of your father. His oldest son is in his first year of medical school at the University of Miami. We're very proud of him as well.
Oh, wow.
So we're doing great things, but if you're not of service, it
Mhm.
don't mean much.
That's
So
true.
we're trying to impart to our young professionals, wherever they might be, it's important to be, to do well and to do good. You can do all of that and still be of service. The service part is extremely important.
Very good.
Don't mean nothing if you're not serving. Just serving yourself, then why bother?
I could barge in, but,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask if I could speak to you privately, maybe by phone. I don't mean,
Yeah, I'll put my name and number in the chat.
okay, great. This is Tony, Ron's wife.
I think she needs a divorce attorney. That's why she called.
No.
I can't help you with that. And I'll give you my email address as well. I'll give you that. But if you have young people who are interested in going to professional school, have them call me. I'm available. I'm not one of those people that you can't reach and you can't talk to. I will give them first steps. That's what I do. I mentor young people who are interested in. So
That's
I'm happy to
wonderful.
do that as well. If you have young people who are interested in law school, or even if you're in grade school, if you want me to talk by Zoom to a class about what you have to do. Our kids have no idea at all about how you get there, even to tell them, you know what, you got to study hard and make A's. From grade school to middle school to high school, do extracurricular activities, join this club, join that club. I'm just saying our kids don't know. So to the extent that I can help any, class or group or young person individually, my number is there, my email is there. I am available. My husband is available. We want to see our family do well.
That is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And Tony, when I send out the bio, that information will be on there also, her information.
Okay, thank you. Okay. We can change it.
Any other questions for Rhonda?
I just
Okay.
have one. My fiance's son wants to be a judge, and he's a freshman in high school. Do you have any
why does he want? My question would be why?
You know what? I haven't really had a conversation with him to find out why, but I've been in his life since I think he was about 8, and since he was about 8, that's what he wanted to be. He wants to be a judge.
So when I come up to New York, let's take him to lunch.
Okay.
When we go to lunch, we'll bring him.
Okay.
Because something has happened that he wants to be in power.
No.
Mm.
Can I say something?
I'm sitting here with tears in my eyes because
Something has happened.
Definitely.
He wants to be in power and have control over his environment and either himself through observations of some things. And I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to tell him how to do it. But I want you to hear what I'm saying in terms of why he wants to do it. Find out why.
Wait, my fiance just happened to be walking through the room.
Hey, fiance. How you doing?
Well,
I like
you
that
know,
word, fiance.
you know how when you ask your daughter or your son, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? So, when he was little, real little, like 6, I always ask him, what you want to be when you grow up?
I'm gonna tell my daughter she need to be on this chat. Hold on for a second. Now you on blast. You need to be on this chat. Bye. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you. I'll call you back. But, all right. Bye-bye. She said she had a whole situation coming back, so I got to find out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
So when he was little, I used to always ask him, what you want to be? And, I told him, he said, Dad, I want to be like you. I want to be like you. I say, no, don't be like me. Be better than me. So, after that, he was like, Dad, you know what? I want to be a judge. I said, you want to be a judge? He was like, yeah, I want to be a judge, Dad. So I was like, you got to be a lawyer first and then a judge. He was like, yeah, I know. And just like I got a cousin, she's going to school now to be a lawyer. So she's going to school to be a lawyer. And he is like, hey, if my cousin could be a lawyer, go to school to be a lawyer, I guess I could go to school to be a judge, a lawyer.
But what I'm saying to you, and I hear what you're saying, and I receive what you're saying, but hear what I'm saying. Being a judge is different from being a lawyer.
Yes,
or being a doctor or being an engineer.
Yes.
And I'm saying, but that's okay. Give them to me for an hour. I'll find out.
Okay, we're gonna hold you to it.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Sharif, you may have to pay for the lunch.
That's all right.
You know where I like to go? Right around the corner from the courthouse. I go right to El Rey.
Where's that?
The Dominican restaurant around the corner on, what is this? Not something. So you go, when you're at the Queens County Superior Court on something, and you go to the end of the block, it's like a T intersection. Whatever that street is, make a right, and a block down on the left is a Dominican restaurant called El Rey.
Okay. Yeah, I heard about it. You know what? In all the years that I've been in Queens, I've never been there, but I've heard about it.
That food is banging.
We will make a date. Absolutely.
And it's not that expensive. We can get out of there for about $20.
With some good food, right?
With some real good food. Yeah. It's really good.
Thank you.
But I want to thank you again very much. I got to find out what's going on with my child. Very much for acknowledging me. And as I said, I'm going to try to be more present because what we're doing is so important. And young people, we have to get them in the pipeline. Other folks got a different kind of pipeline they want to put our kids in, but we have to put them in the family pipeline of accomplishments. And to make sure that they see the success that's around. Like we have cousins, like cousin Jimmy down in New Kent. I was talking to Tink, my cousin Tink. He said, talking about he had moved. 41 acres of land he's living on now on a river down in New Kent.
Sheesh.
I'm saying we're doing, all of us, doing wonderful things. And he retired. He's living his best life. So, I'm just saying. So his niece, Mika, she's an engineer working for the Federal Reserve Bank in Atlanta. We're doing great things, y'all. And so we want to make sure that we, highlight, like you say, our young people and get them positioned to take leadership in our group, in our organization as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rhonda. And if you have to drop off, check on Micah. I understand.
will. I want to find out what's going on with her. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
I
Thank
hope she's
you.
okay.
All
Thanks,
right, guys.
Rhonda.
Take care. My
All
love to
right.
you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, my
That
goodness.
was extremely refreshing.
Mhm.
I can only speak for myself, but that is why I said I couldn't present her, because it's so much she's been involved in and still is involved in, and just I didn't say this in front of her, but I'll say it now, because I know what she, and Greg knows, what she has done and does for our fan reunion activities. I mean, you might not see her physically all the time. I know what she does. And when this thing first started years ago, and Linda would know this and remember this, she was heavily involved in it then, with Osa and Emma, cousin Emma, and some of those family members that's long gone. She was having, but as you can see, her activities on and her work day, 7 days a week. That's why a lot of times she may be anywhere in this country, but she is as you can see, she don't just talk to talk, she walks to walk. I'm here to tell you, she is extremely supportive of us in every way. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm
Oh,
so,
yeah. Tremendous.
I'm disappointed more people were not involved or didn't dial in tonight, but I'm gonna make it available. And I should tell you that I finally got my grandson, Greg, to upload a bunch of recordings that we've done in the last few months. So it is there. And Linda, I sent a message to Richard to let him know that last month's session is there since he was featured, and that he can go in and take a look, and I sent him the address to it. I understand he's feeling a little bad right now. He communicated with my wife overnight that he's having a little rough time right now. So we'll continue to pray for him. Okay.
He needs prayer.
Yes. Just one other thing before we get into the game portion of the session. We need a date and a time, or at least a date for our Zoom session for kids. I said date, I didn't say a smile. Don't go looking at the
kids, so
camera.
I don't have no suggestions.
No, she knows who I'm talking to.
Oh,
You said
First cousin.
during the holidays.
And what did I say? I said it'd be great if we had a date and a time during this meeting.
Oh,
You
see,
didn't
what
read
had
your
happened
email.
was-
Oh no!
What had
Let me
happened
tell you
was-
something. Wait a minute. When a black person say, you know what happened was, here comes the lie.
No, I've been working 6 days too.
you don't understand that, Melanie. He's retired.
I'm
You don't understand
short-handed.
that.
I got a new person starting Tuesday, and I can't wait because I'm gonna take off Friday.
All right. So
She ain't wasting no time.
Oh, I told her I'm gonna give her 2 good weeks of training, and I'm out. And I'm out.
so you will be able to do it between the two holidays,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving
I'll
and Christmas. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll give you. I'll try to give you a tentative date by the end of the weekend.
A tentative. I can't advertise a tentative date.
I mean, I'm okay. I'll try to give you a
I'll
date
do it.
by the end of the weekend.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
But did you think about doing it between Christmas and New Year's when the kids
That's what
will
I
be
was
out of
thinking,
school?
No.
really. Because I
Well,
was
I
thinking
tell
of
you-
them doing a show and tell of stuff that they got for Christmas.
That's an idea.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You all know more about that than me. That's fine. If you think that's the best time,
Well, we
that
can
might be the best time because kids will be out of school most
Mhm.
likely.
Mhm. And the parents
Okay.
be
Try to
willing,
do-
ready to sit them in front of the camera
Yeah,
for an hour or two.
I can probably maybe do 2, but I can't commit to 2 until I look at my life for the next week or so.
You have to ask him?
Ask who? God.
Here we go.
God, yeah.
Here we go.
Good God.
Here we go.
No,
Okay,
I just gotta look at my schedule for real. No, I'm getting this girl, I'm bringing somebody back who worked for us, so she shouldn't need a lot of training, but
okay.
I'll be able to leave. I had to go pick Michaela up tonight and go back to work tonight.
Mm.
That's why I was late getting on, because I had to stop and get some dinner.
You have to go back to work tonight?
No, I had to.
Yeah.
I got off. I left at 5:30 and ran and got her because I had to get her by 6. And then I went back.
I see, I want to go to the club after the session is over.
What club? Corona's still out there.
You going to the
I
club?
came in
Is that what you
I came
saying?
in
Where
this room.
you going, Jimmy?
Well, my wife just walked in, so I don't guess we're going to the club tonight.
No, no.
You better have the club at your house.
He better stay out that club, man.
The last time I was in a club atmosphere, I caught COVID, so I guess I better not
Oh,
go.
you best not go.
Mhm,
And leave that one alone.
mhm.
Okay, we'll get into our games. Leslie, the floor is yours.
Okay, so first, everybody will need a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper. And we'll do this real quick because I know it's getting late. And some people work today. I didn't, but some people I know did. Probably tired. Okay, everybody ready?
Ready?
Okay, so what we're going to do is play a Thanksgiving word scramble.
Oh.
So I'm going to share my screen if I have permission.
Oh yeah, let me hold on 1 second. I gotta admit a person.
Really? Oh, who is it? I
I don't say nothing.
Can I share my
I
screen?
don't say nothing.
Not yet.
Wait till we see her smiling face.
Hello,
Live.
Latrell. She got her picture up.
I said live face.
No, I'm in my pajamas. I'm not feeling well, so no live face tonight. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I'm in my pajamas too.
I don't think you look like I look.
Well,
We're just happy you made it.
We were just getting ready to do our game, which is a Thanksgiving word scramble. So if you have a pen and a piece of paper, you're right on time.
Thank you.
All right. Can I share the screen now?
yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is not my computer, so hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Okay. Can y'all see Thanksgiving word scramble? They're really easy.
Yep, I see it.
Okay, so there's 15 words. So if you just write one and what you think your answer is, well, I guess on your piece of paper, write the numbers 1 through 15, and then write the answer next to it that you think the word is. Is it big enough? Do I need to make it bigger?
No, I can see.
It's good? Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 minutes.
Can I just yell it? Oh, you want all of them?
Huh?
You want all of them? I thought we would do one at a time. Okay.
No, go. Yeah, I'm gonna play the music, okay? And then when the music stops in 3 minutes, we'll see who has the most answers.
What's number 2?
Cranberry is good. Let's see if cranberry-
7 is
We need more time.
yeah. She's ready. Potato. Yeah. Potato.
White,
White potato.
no, no.
Sweet potato. Sweet potato. Sweet.
Potatoes.
Sweet
Stuffing.
potato.
No.
We got 1 minute left.
Number 2.
Number 15 is some kind of. Did you get me? What don't you have?
Number 14, 13, 12.
Anyone get all 15?
Yeah, right.
If you did, you're lying.
Anyone have
You ain't lying.
at least 10?
10. 1,
Yeah,
2,
maybe.
I have 10.
6.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
No,
I
I have,
got
no, I don't.
11.
No.
I have 10.
Someone said they have 11?
I think I got 11 now. Don't hold me to
Ooh.
it.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull up. Okay, you wanna read the 11 that you have?
You want me to read them in order, correct?
Give me the number.
Oh, okay. So I had, wait, for number 1, I think it is apple pie.
Mhm.
Number 3, I had cranberry.
Mhm.
Number 4, I had drumstick.
Mhm.
Number 5, I don't know why I thought it said gratitude. I don't know what I was thinking, but I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
right.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Number 6, I had turkey.
Mhm.
Could number 7 be Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Okay, number 8, I have sweet potato.
Correct.
Number 9, tradition.
Yes.
Okay, 10, I don't know, Thursday? I don't know, what was I thinking? I just threw it up there. It looked like a Thursday.
day.
Yep, that's first.
I don't know. 11, I have dessert. 12, I have pilgrim, and 15, I have stuffing. I couldn't think of 13 and 14. I don't know. I give
Okay, that's very good.
and number 2,
Yeah.
and number 2, I don't know.
Cornucopia.
I
Cornucopia.
got cornucopia. Ooh, yeah. I got it. Okay, so no one had more than 11, right?
I had 12.
Okay. Who's that?
Detrell.
How you just join the call and you have 12 already?
Because
I only got 1. What,
You beat me.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Oh, Native American.
Native
Okay.
American, okay.
That's what that was.
Oh.
Oh, now we're
November, okay.
Oh, November 13th.
November, okay.
I'm not as smart as I thought I was.
Don't feel bad.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 through 14, I was like, I don't know.
I'm embarrassed to say what I thought some of these were.
They're all Facebook.
Wow.
I got cornucopia. I'm good. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I did too. I was shocked.
That was
Right.
a home.
But I couldn't get November.
Yeah, I didn't.
Me either, Mel.
Words associated with Thanksgiving. I was thinking all of them were food.
Oh.
No. Very good. Okay.
That was a great game.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you.
It's really fun when you get the.
For those that can get something, I got the easiest two on there. The rest of them, yeah, I got turkey and drumstick. And the rest of them, I couldn't even think.
Greg apple pie got 3 letters in the second word.
Yeah, I couldn't even think of. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I have a clue.
Leslie, can you put it back up without the answers?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Okay, and the name?
The whole thing I want.
I want to take a picture of it.
You must go and use it somewhere.
I'm gonna put it on Facebook.
We'll see that later on.
Oh boy.
And I'm gonna say I got all of 15 of them in 2 minutes.
I got all 15.
How fast can you get them?
Hey, look, now that I know what it is, Ron, you know I'm gonna answer them all.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna answer
On
them.
Facebook.
People will think
I ain't even gonna mess with it.
Smartest one on Facebook now.
People will think we.
Oh.
I ain't gonna tell nobody I only got one. Oh goodness! Thank you.
Thanks, cuz.
Can you show it?
Okay.
Yes, that was fun.
It's 10 o'clock.
Okay. What a wonderful evening.
Yes, everyone.
Too.
Leslie, where's your sister?
Upstairs.
Okay,
You
tell
wanna
him I
talk?
said hey. No, just tell him I said hey.
Oh, okay, I will.
Because I wished her a happy birthday, but that was it.
Oh, yeah, Tiffany's birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got all of them. I won.
Okay. Ain't like she's gonna be home, but okay.
No, she's not. That's good. I can sleep in her bed.
Is she working?
And she's in South Carolina at a Mary Kay conference.
Okay.
Birthday celebration. So
Could be worse. All right.
her and the boyfriend. So
Oh, it just got worse.
no, he's a really nice guy. He got her going to church, doing Bible study. He's a keeper.
I forgot how to spell
Alright.
Apple.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a keeper.
You say so.
Okay,
Apple.
okay, you finish, Bonnie?
Yes, I'm done.
I got them all wrong. I mean, right.
Okay, does anybody have anything else?
A game?
Our next session next month will be the 10th of December, second Friday. And yeah, second Friday.
Don't.
Okay.
And for January, I have not decided on who, I have an idea who we're gonna honor in January.
Oh.
I'm trying to finalize it in my mind, but I still need suggestion on people, both living and deceased, as to who we can honor. I don't want to run out of people. I just need you to pick your brains and suggest somebody, as long as we can do some fact finding and present it.
Okay.
I kind of hope that that Rhonda's daughter, Michael, or Kristen would be on the call. But as she said, Kristen is busy, first-year law student. And Michael was here in Richmond this morning, and I know she was heading back to New York. So it sounded like she ran into some difficulties. And she told me if she could get back to New York in time, that she would be on the call, but obviously something came up. But I hope you enjoyed the discussion that Rhonda gave us. It is
Where does she
proud.
live in New York? Do you know?
Harlem.
Micah, when did she move there?
No, I said, where does she live in New York? I think Detroit said Harlem.
You talking about Rhonda?
No,
No.
you said her daughter lives in New York, right?
Oh, Micah. Oh, Micah. Let's see if I got an address for her.
I think Detroit just said she lives in Harlem.
Oh, in Harlem. Okay. Okay. And she was here on business anyway, and then she found out. Then she'd been here, I guess, for she'd been here for a few days, and then she found out about her great aunt. That's why she was. So she stuck around to take care of her business purpose, and also attend a great aunt's funeral. So on the trail, I told him the story about Dorima. Am I saying that right? Dorima Jenkins Hughes. And that's a really great story.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing. And I appreciate you sending me that information.
No problem.
She seems to be a nice lady.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said I'm gonna stay in touch with her.
That'd be wonderful. And I tracked down my research the other night. I found a lady by the name of Danica Jenkins Chapman in San Francisco. I thought this was Dorima's sister, and today at the funeral, it was confirmed to me that I was right. That is her sister that lives in San Francisco. And Dorima now lives in Atlanta, for those of you, if I didn't say it earlier. So, quite a story.
Have a good night.
So, okay, bye, Patrice. Thanks for
Oh,
coming.
no, not you. I was talking to somebody in the laundry.
Okay.
You know, I'm always on the go. No, that's not mine.
Multitasking.
Always on the go. Sorry, meet you.
So, but anyway, I again, a very inspirational speech by Rhonda. I just can't get over this, how wonderful a person she has been. And again, most of us on the committees didn't even realize it. So anything else before we sign off? Before I say happy Thanksgiving to everybody?
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Jimmy,
Thank everybody.
this will be posted?
You said, can I?
I said, do you know when this episode of the CLMWWW reunion committee will be posted, the Family Fun Night?
Oh, when it's going to be?
When you're gonna post it?
Online, on the website.
As to what date we're going to go with, you mean?
No. It's Jarmel gonna post the video online, tonight's video.
Oh, I don't know, because I'm gonna have to go through my grandson.
He's in love right now, so.
Oh, gosh.
Uh-oh.
Well, it'll be ready in time for the it'll be ready in time for the reunion.
It may be a while.
Well, when will the bio be up? Will the bio be up before the video?
I'm gonna send you all the bio tonight.
Okay. Detroit, her bio is 9 pages.
Yeah, and I'm gonna send you the football pools tonight also.
Okay, gotcha.
Before football.
With instructions that are not scrambled.
Send them to Ron scrambled. Make him figure it out.
So
post that on Facebook.
I hope you all will help us, because we don't make just a few bucks off of these pools, but it's at least something coming in to help us a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
something. Michaela did a Facebook Live the other day. She does them like every once in a blue moon, showing or like pretty much we titled the last one, Come Color or Come Draw With Me. And cousin Richard joined the live because I just posted it on my Facebook and he logged in and she had show the picture. She this was the picture that she originally drew. Show the picture, girl. And she redrew it online while she come close to the
Black
camera.
girl. Oh, the
Let me
Black
see it.
Girl Magic.
nice.
She
Richard won that.
redrew it
He won that
online.
event.
Yes,
pretty
Black
good.
Girl Magic.
Oh, really?
Black Girl Magic, yeah.
That's
And
good.
Richard won the last trivia game that she was doing during her live. And so she was supposed to call you, Uncle Jimmy, and get his address so she could mail him his prize. She drew him
Aw.
one for him.
Let me make a note of that right now.
Michaela, congratulations on your report card. You go, girl.
Wow.
You got a good
Yeah.
report.
Say it again. Say it.
I
She
said
said,
thank you. I got a prize
Yes.
for it. I got a prize for it. It's like a keychain that it's called an A and B honor roll.
Now I know you can talk louder than that. Say that one more time.
I said I got a A and B honor roll.
Okay.
Very
All
right.
good.
All right, way to go.
Right.
Michaela, what are you gonna get if you get all A's?
$25.
All right.
Oh,
her Uncle
Is that
Brian, not
coming
from her
from-
mama.
is that coming from Uncle Brian?
Yes.
From both.
No.
Both.
Mama said that's something she's supposed to do, so we ain't paying for those. I told her if she bring the B up to an A, then I'll give her $5. But
All right now.
we ain't paying for them other A's. That's what we're supposed to do.
I
Well,
got
if
you,
she
girl.
does-
I
If
got
she
you.
does it,
I got
I'm gonna match that 25 from Uncle Brian.
Oh, shucks.
Man, you up to
Oh,
50?
Oh, shucks.
But Melody, you gotta cut her some slack. She was homeschooled for a year.
And I know, and she did really good her first semester back in.
sure.
Okay, cut her some
So,
slack. Good job,
I
Michaela. though.
told her that I was proud of her because during the pandemic year, I was kind of scared. I was worried how the school year was gonna look because Mama had to teach her. I said, well, this is what Mama knows. So when you go back to school next year, if they tell you something different, you just pay attention. I'm gonna teach you how I learned how to do math.
Just forget what I taught you.
You just pay attention when you go back to school now.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Keep up the
Melanie.
good work, Michaela.
Yes, Michaela, excellent.
You doing
Yep.
good work.
Thank you.
And maybe we need to challenge your cousin up here.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
But she just went back to school 2 weeks ago, so
Oh,
I
Wow.
doubt she getting a report card right now.
Mm.
Ooh, hope it's good.
Gotcha.
What grade is she in?
Third.
I in the fourth grade or fifth?
Maya,
Maya.
fourth or fifth?
She's in the fifth. I think she's going to middle school next year.
Yeah. So fifth.
Oh, that's the Kaya's grade.
Okay.
Me.
All right.
Please blink twice if you need help.
Next month.
What that commercial say?
Wow.
Mm.
Blink twice if you need help.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Patrice, you know if they're fighting somebody?
What'd you say?
These
Patrice,
kids,
if they're fighting somebody?
these kids not listening.
I'm gonna bite somebody.
Patrice, how's your mom and your aunt doing?
They're good. My mom, I sent her the link, and my aunt had just left my house when we were logging on, so I knew she wasn't going to be able to come on, but I don't know what the rest of them, I don't know. They all right, though.
I'm going to send your aunt the football pool.
Oh, yes, definitely send it to her. Yes, she'll enjoy that.
I don't know about your mom, but I'm going to send it to Angie.
Yeah, send it to Angie. My mother, If Brenda
All right,
convinces her,
folks.
she'll do it.
Okay, anything else, folks, before we sign off?
Nope.
Thank you so much for joining us. I really look forward to seeing all of your faces every month. I really, really do. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. With that,
You.
enjoy Thanksgiving.
Thank
Okay.
Good night.
Everyone
Thank
enjoy
you,
the Thanksgiving. Be
everybody.
safe.
Everyone.
Jimmy, I'll be down there.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll be down.
No chitlins this year, no chitlins.
Well, that's all right, because I'm not eating them anyway. I gave up on eating that stuff. Not anyway. That's the one part I don't want of the bacon.
Right.
And he can cut that loose. When I was
Right.
living under my mom's roof, I didn't have no choices. That's what she cooked. That's what I had to eat. Now I have choices.
They can have that. Shit, so hungry.
And I choose not to have that along with pig feet. I don't eat them either anymore.
Oh, pig feet are great, man. I'm gonna get some tomorrow.
Too much fat, man. That's not good for my health.
No. I'm gonna give me some pig feet.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll stick with the pork chops though.
That's it.
Center cut, bone in. That's it. Bone in.
All right.
All
Good night,
righty.
folks.
Good
See
night.
y'all.
Night,
Be
everybody.
safe,
Good night.
everybody.